Ryan Reynolds built an entire empire on pretending he didn't care what anyone thought. That was always the secret. His sly half-smile, his effortless joke, that perfect mix of sarcasm and self-deprecation that made him seem too cool to crave approval. And for a long time, people bought it. But somewhere along the way, that charm stopped feeling natural. Now the only thing real about Ryan Reynolds is how desperately he's trying to look relaxed. The internet once adored him. He was the witty antidote to Hollywood's fake perfection. But now even his birthdays feel like publicity stunts. When he turned 49, he did what he always does, sold the illusion that everything's fine. He posted a cheerful selfie with Blake Lively, balloon animal in hand, both smiling like a stock photo of happiness. But the timing said everything. Just 48 hours later, new voice memos from Blake's ongoing legal nightmare dropped, and suddenly that post looked like damage control dressed as celebration. People have learned to read between those smiles now. What used to seem effortless now feels rehearsed. Blake's fans are tired of her poor me act, and Ryan's followers are exhausted by his endless nice guy performance. The harder he tries to appear unbothered, the clearer it becomes that he's suffocating under his own image. Even his captions, once charming, now sound like recycled punchlines from an old sitcom rerun. Every post, every joke feels so carefully managed that you can almost see the marketing team standing just off camera. The man who used to mock Hollywood's phoniness has somehow become its mascot. There's a strange poetry to watching him collapse under the very image he created. Ryan spent years perfecting the art of being relatable, but that's exactly what's slipping away from him. Every new post feels like a boardroom idea, not a spontaneous moment. The world used to laugh with him. Now they laugh at how desperate he looks trying to prove he's still the joke worth laughing at. The comments on his birthday post said it all. Fans calling him smug, mocking the couple as two villains pretending to be quirky. One person even wrote, "Get together to plan a new crime." Another added, "You'd think they'd change tactics once everyone figured them out." The backlash was brutal, and it couldn't be fixed with humor or money. For a man who's built his entire identity around control, that kind of rejection stings more than any headline. Ryan's charm used to come from his ability to laugh at himself, but now it feels like he's laughing to hide himself. Every smirk looks defensive. Every joke feels like a distraction. When he cracks jokes about Blake on talk shows, it doesn't come off as playful anymore. It sounds like a nervous habit. What used to seem spontaneous now feels painfully scripted. His entire career has turned into one long performance review from the internet. For years, fans decided who Ryan Reynolds was. The clever husband, the charming hero, the lovable smart aleck who could sell both a punchline and a product in the same breath. But the internet evolved, and Ryan didn't. The jokes that once made him seem sharp now make him seem stuck. That's the curse of branding yourself as self-aware. Eventually, people expect you to actually be self-aware. His humor worked when he stood above the noise, but now he is the noise. He keeps trying to wink through the chaos, but it doesn't land when everyone already knows he's faking it. The act isn't aging well, and neither is the audience's patience. Blake's lawsuits may be the headline story, but Ryan's PR armor is catching all the shrapnel. Every time he posts a joke, it feels like denial disguised as charm. He's not a husband supporting his wife through crisis, he's a brand partner trying to steady a sinking investment. She's become radioactive, and he's still pretending it's just a tan. For years, people said Ryan could sell anything. Aviation gin, Mint Mobile, fake humility. But now he can't even sell sincerity. He looks like a man reading from a script no one believes anymore. His followers aren't laughing, they're analyzing. Every caption, every photo, every forced smile is dissected like evidence in a trial. And when the internet turns on you, it doesn't happen overnight. It starts slow, a comment here, a meme there, until one day the applause fades into silence. That birthday selfie wasn't hate, it was worse. It was indifference. People didn't care enough to be angry. They were just done pretending. The moment fans decided he wasn't funny anymore, he became something far worse, forgettable. How fitting that he posted that balloon photo. Balloons are the perfect metaphor for Ryan Reynolds. Bright, inflated, and one pin away from collapse. For years, he floated above Hollywood, charming everyone into believing he was different. But charm doesn't last forever, and Ryan has overdrawn his balance. The internet isn't buying the nice guy act anymore because there's nothing nice about manipulation wrapped in a grin. And Blake's fingerprints are all over it. You can practically feel her influence on every move, the timing, the framing, the curated spontaneity. She's turned chaos into an art form and called it authenticity. And Ryan, the master marketer, seems to have confused partnership with puppetry. Together, they're not a power couple. They're a case study in what happens when branding becomes belief. They wanted to look united, but they just looked rehearsed. The smiles too stiff, the laughter too forced. They looked like two people performing happiness for an audience that stopped clapping long ago. The internet didn't see love. It saw fear. Fear of fading relevance. Fear of losing control. Fear of becoming exactly what they once mocked. Hollywood cliches with nothing real left behind. Ryan thought this birthday post would remind people who he was, but it did the opposite. It reminded them that the Ryan Reynolds they loved doesn't exist anymore. He's been replaced by a corporation in sneakers, a man who mistakes marketability for humanity. The world doesn't hate him. They're just tired of pretending he's still funny. His downfall is poetic because it's built on the same charm that made him famous. His flaw isn't arrogance, it's blind faith in his own likability. He really believes a grin can fix anything, that another quip will buy back goodwill. But smiles can't patch cracks forever, and the internet never forgets. Ryan can't hide behind charm anymore. The trick only works when the audience wants to be fooled. Now every joke sounds like a cry for validation, and every smile feels like an apology dressed as confidence. The old Ryan used humor to connect. The new Ryan uses it to protect himself from the truth that people have caught on. The laughter's gone, replaced by awkward silence. Even longtime fans look embarrassed for him. This is what happens when someone believes their own press. Ryan's so used to admiration that he doesn't know how to handle apathy. For years, the internet crowned him the clever one, the cool one, the exception to every Hollywood rule. But now that the same crowd has gone quiet, he's acting like everyone else changed. And maybe that's the saddest part. The denial, the belief that he's still the hero in a story that's already moved on. Ryan Reynolds isn't a villain. He's worse. He's ordinary. The glow is gone, the wit feels tired, and the man who once seemed untouchable is now just another Hollywood face fading into the background. That birthday selfie was supposed to make him look happy and grounded. Instead, it exposed how desperate he's become to matter. It's almost poetic that the man who built an empire on perfect timing can't tell when to stop talking. He'll keep posting. He'll keep smiling. He'll keep pretending the applause never stopped, because when your entire identity depends on an audience, you don't know who you are without one. That's the cruel truth of it all. When the crowd moves on, you keep performing in an empty room, mistaking the echo for laughter. And for Ryan Reynolds, that's the tragedy. He taught the world how to laugh at him, and somewhere along the way forgot what it means when they stop. So here he is, the birthday boy with the balloon, smiling for the camera while the world turns away. Not canceled, not hated, just irrelevant. The curtain never fell, the lights just stopped caring. And between the hashtags and headlines, the man who once made everyone laugh has become the punchline. And maybe that's the real story, not about fame, not even about failure, but about what happens when the mask finally slips. Ryan Reynolds built a world out of charm, and now he's trapped inside it. What do you think? Is this the beginning of his redemption, or the quiet end of an era? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the truth in Hollywood never stays buried for long.